Hello and welcome to this week's Banter Blitz show. It's the English language show and I'm trying to... Why do I have a sound here? That is weird. Anyway, so let's get going. And yeah, still the 15% discount applies if you go for my voucher code ChessExplained. There are some people in the chat without a premium, so think about it. Anyway, let's get going to play some chess. What about my rating? Am I at 2,800 now or not? Let's just click the first challenge coming up and I would see, yes, 2,800, hooray! Okay, d4 played by Antar. What to do? Let's play classical chess. Okay, and White decides to go for Rubinstein French, a tempo down. Which is not worse for White, of course. Yeah, I'm just playing very classical moves. Develop pieces and then see what happens. Well, it's not a bad strategy. Well, the bishop on c8, often a problem piece with e6 played early on, is now in the game. Let's threaten checkmate. Yeah, chess is simple sometimes. I mean, he will probably not allow it, but let's see. A bit of a long break there. Okay, so c5. Yeah, queen d5 is not bad. I'm not quite sure what the graph here is referring to. That I should go to 3,000. That sounds high. What are you doing there, Antar? Bishop e4. I'm just taking this, right? I cannot take on e5 because the bishop takes h7. Okay. Wow. White's position has not improved. And he resigns. Thanks for the game, Antar. Or Anthar. So let's get going with the ones who have the least games played. That is a strategy. Der Henker, I've played 2 times. Naso, I have never played. That makes it easier. Let's play Naso. Okay, e6 pre-move. Who is playing the exchange French besides me? Naso. I could have taken, actually. It wouldn't have been a bad idea. I mean, I can still do it. Let's do this. Yeah, that passive setup isn't all that great. Not too happy with this. I'd like to trade some pieces. Let's see if White is helping me there. Maybe you should just move the bishop g5 again. Yeah. Maybe move this again. Sometimes a move like h4 comes into consideration, simply covering this. What you shouldn't do is take ages, just move. I mean, yeah, that wasn't a bad move, just took a long time. Okay. Now, there's a bit of a problem. If the b pawn takes, I take b3, queen takes, bishop e5, I win a piece. So he has to take with the bishop. Now, if I take here, I think I'm just going to take. And now maybe queen to d5. I've now traded the more dangerous looking pieces. And this is a comfortable ending. Yeah, black's play here is fairly straightforward. I want to double against this d-pawn and put a knight onto f5. This is a move that I want to play anyway. Because I need f6, king f7 to cover e7, so that knight e7 is possible soonish. Knight e7 and then knight f5. h5 is also part of this to prevent g4. Yeah. Oh, he played king f1 and I fell asleep. I was like wondering, what is he doing there? I couldn't really spot the move. Wow, you always learn new stuff. Naso is a Roman poet known more commonly as Ovid. Yeah, Ovid I've heard of. So, what's the deal here? It's just giving me the d-pawn, right? Takes, and rook e7. Huh. Nope. That's not going to happen. That's not enough. Yeah, but how am I going to do it? Yeah, like this? Yeah, I'm grabbing this. Oh, did I stumble into something here? Let me wait. I have to go here, right? Let's not stumble into some silly checkmate. Like if I go up, then king g3 and I mate it or something. That would be really, really odd. Okay, this. And here. That is not ideal at all. Not happy here. Rook a6 looks like total nonsense, but I cannot just give him the pawn. Yeah, it's a new account. White has done a good job here in this game to defend. Okay, so let's get rid of the final pawn. Yeah, and he resigned. It was tough resistance. Yeah, it's a staff account. Okay, so let's roll. Who is on there? Yeah, I have to do it, right? So we have our weekly match against Schelling. 2-9-43. Okay. Yeah. So I need tea. Okay. Yeah, it's a rather equalish line, but it's what it is. It's a very safe line on the other hand. Okay. Very likely we'll get more trades. I wonder what about queen a. Wonder about queen a5. Okay. That is not equal, right? That's really not equal. At least white has chances here to press. Okay, bishop c6, bishop c3 is no good. Bishop d8. Bishop d8, bishop f1, bishop e7, rook e8. King f1, rook e7. It's probably going to be rather equal. It's just very equal. Can I do something more here? Yeah, probably not. It's just equal. F5, really? I mean, I'm not saying I have anything, but that's still a surprising move. I mean, I have an easy idea. Just invade with the king. It's in. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I don't really think. I still think I don't have anything, which is a bit of a shame because I think that wasn't the best possible play. I'm surprised by g4 though. Now I can continue to invade. Still probably not leading too much, but so anything I can do here? Probably not. Let's try this. Yeah, I think it was very equal, and I don't think I had much else. And I think this is still not super easy, you know. I mean, people are handling it a little bit in the chat like it's a draw already, and I'm not so certain that it is that simple. So the bishop intends to move for rook d5. Probably just should move it away as a prophylactic measure. Yeah, rook g8 doesn't lead to anything. I need some g4, but the only idea... let's try that. My time is not so great. If black takes here on f3, I take e6, I'm threatening rook g8, winning the rook. It's not so great that I'm actually not threatening to take on f5 as the rook can take. That is not so brilliant. It's not so easy to make moves. Ah, he's got bishop d5 at the end, or what? That is friggin' crazy, really. Bishop d5 at the end, crazy. Yeah, we agreed to a draw. Yeah, I don't know. That was a good defense, eh? A good defensive idea with bishop d5 check. I tried everything from that position. Yeah, maybe there was something more possible, just not much. Somewhere here maybe. I mean, I can do this, yeah? This, and probably still draw. Would be weird if not. Just f6, king f7, a6. It's just a draw probably. Okay, yeah, thanks for the game shelling. That was interesting. So he is on. Who is on with no or close to no games? Let's see. Stinkstiefel from the UK. Doesn't sound very UK-ish, but anyway, let's get going. I actually gained 8 points there. I wonder, did I play the right move order there? Or did Stinkstiefel trick me here? Maybe it tricked me. Oh, ouch, ouch. You definitely don't want to allow that for black. Yeah, bye to the honey badger. For a really brief and very weird moment, I was thinking it is raining outside. We haven't had a long period of rain for such a long time here in Germany. I think the river Rhine is even drying out. It's really quite remarkable. Yeah, black is not only 2 pawns down, but also facing a devastating attack. Yeah, do we just trade there? I can check on c8. There's nothing wrong about it, really. Grabbing the rook there. Yeah, but on the other hand, this is the easiest win ever, so let's do it. 2 connected extra pawns and the better minor piece is a bit much. Yeah, this is pre-move territory. All those moves are just strong and easy to play. Okay. Anticipating the knight on d7, it will be dominated. No, not too many pawns. Schelling says the line that we played is a bit of a headache if you want to play for a win with black. That's a nice way to put it. You're never winning ever, really. It's a super safe line for white. On the other hand, it's not very promising either. I think I probably can play a little bit more precisely and pose more problems, but the way it is, I mean, you never win, really. Yeah, thanks for the game, Stinkstiefel. Never play h6, yeah. That was really not... You cannot play this pawn structure after white has taken on g6. Okay, terrible bad is my opponent. And I'm going to go for an open Sicilian. Yeah, so we have a dragon. We have a dragon. Ah, hello to Fuchsia. Hasn't been around all that much. I think the Friday doesn't help. Okay, so I'm just playing the absolute main line in the dragon, and black is thinking. That is not a good sign. If you play black in the dragon, you don't want to think. You want to know. That applies for white actually as well. Okay, Queen a5 is a rare one. King b1 is almost always necessary. Cover a2. One point of this move in this particular situation is that there is an idea of playing knight to d5, queen takes, and then take with check on e7. Well, I still have to do this, I guess. I know that there are positions where this is actually playable for black, but I really doubt that this is one of them. Knight d8 or king f7 just look no. Doesn't look like you want to be part of it. Yeah, what is black going to play? Yeah, maybe king f7. I mean, Now that I cannot quite believe. Rook d8. Interesting. Okay. This is one of those situations where knight e4 is a move. Knight e4, queen takes d2, knight f6 check, rook d2. I should keep at least an advantage there. And I've had people just take e4 in such a situation, and then the queen hangs. It's not uncommon. Yeah, it really happened a lot. I was just a pawn up with best possible play. What does he have there? Like a dinosaur? No, God, that's Godzilla, right? Not a dinosaur. Yeah, thanks for the game. Terrible bad. So who is on and how many times we have played? Mazu, Sakas, Carl Jess, tried before. Jack Hughes, Captain Blondie. Yeah, it's like one game. Nikolaus, is that? Yeah, played him once. Then we have all those with one opponent. Who's the highest rated one? So that we have a. If we go from high rating to lower, just to change the approach. I have a really nice high rating at the moment, and see what Triacon tries to do to stop me. Got a good score against him. It was not such an old challenge. Sometimes the older challenges, yeah, I think people are sometimes have challenged a while ago and then they do something else and don't really are not really at the desk anymore. I'm sorry, I was irritated by the chat. So I stopped this one. Who is the highest rated guy? Captain Blondie. Yeah, Captain Blondie. Question by Fuchsia. What am I playing on move 5 after e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, knight e5, knight c6, knight takes c6, d takes? Am I not just a pawn up for not much? Is it important what you play there? d3, knight c3. I don't know, it looks normal. So we have the exchange variation in the Alekhines. And I go for this line called Voronezh variation. That's, I think, a good line for white. Let's see what black... wow. Almost a novelty. All those moves run into various traps. Really? e5, d3, knight 3, that's hard to believe. I claim that after d3 I'm just a pawn up in that line. Okay, so let's see what happens. Knight d7. Knight d7 is a bit odd, because where is that going? Eh? d5 is just stopping black's development. I need to get pieces out. Okay. The problem in this structure for black is that he will have to take here maybe b5 now as a move because a2 hangs. What I was trying to say is, if there is no b5, I'm stopping this now, there is simply not a single pawn move that black can play. b5 doesn't work. e6 leaves weaknesses behind like no tomorrow. And if you cannot change the pawn structure, you're usually not in good shape. And this is basically why I think that white should have an advantage here. That being said, black is still quite solid. Yeah. It's very easy, however, to play white. What's the deal here? Wants to go, I don't know, knight b4. Just trying to prevent this knight from moving. And next I'm going to double on the e file. Knight d7 still doesn't work. I have knight takes d6. Tja, this is not fun. But I'm out of team. That's bad. Yeah, now Captain Blondie is asking himself, what is my next move? This is not an uncommon question, but it gets difficult, yeah? Not winning material here, it's not fair. Let's gain a bit of space. Still, taking doesn't work. At least it doesn't lead to all that much. The bishop to h3 would be cool. Yeah, now bishop b6 wins some material, I think. Just attack a5. Rook a8, this knight c7. So what now? I can also take with the queen. It's maybe a simpler solution. Now, do we want to take? Okay, threatening on d6. I don't know. Is that a good? It could have just gone back, which probably was the easier solution. I can take, right? Or is that a trick? c5 hangs and e8 hangs. Yeah, c5 also hangs. Yeah, thanks for the game, Captain Blondie. Yeah, that's not an easy job, yeah, to play in this line. After d5 happens, that is a strategically quite questionable position. So who is the next highest rated guy? Is that Kazakas? Probably, right? Let's do that. So let's go. It's a reasonably decent pre-move, c5. There are not many people who play b4 on move 2. Just doing something else. Obi-Wan Benoni. That is a line that I've played in tournament chess. It's been a while. But I've played it. But I rarely got such a good position. Okay. Shall we just sacrifice this back? The rook is kind of wrong-footed anyway, so it's probably a good idea. The minor pieces now are exceptionally strong. Obi-Wan just running on TV, yeah? Is there Star Wars on? Okay. Yeah, Star Wars, I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I watched the original 3 movies as a kid, and after this what was it, the Phantom Menace or whatever from 1999, I simply dropped the idea to watch any of those movies again, of the newer ones. I would probably rewatch one of the old ones, but yeah, thanks for the game, Car Sakas. I think he wrote something that he was in a bit of a rush. That's always difficult, yeah. So who is the highest now on the list? The Chess Cadet. But I have played him before, right? Yeah, I played him before in the German show. Any higher rated guy? I think Carl Jess. I tried to play, but it couldn't make it. So, oops, sorry. A4. Okay, yeah, after g6, I like to play the c-pawn. I'm not playing by rating exclusively. I just wanted to do this for a change, play some higher rated guys, and I'm going to change this approach for the final 30 minutes or so. Yeah, this is a line that I think is very, very comfortable for white. Black has a hard time in this situation. very difficult for black to ever move the c pawn, which means he will suffer with this pawn for the rest of the game, I think. Yeah, now the e6 pawn is also very weak. That works. I mean, I can take for a simple solution. And it's tough. I mean, c5 I would have taken. There was a question in the chat. I have a question actually for the male audience, which is probably the majority. And I wanted to originally ask this in the German show, but I forgot. I recently read an article on a news site that barber shops become more popular in Germany, and I actually wondered if I would go to a barber shop and I would want a full shave of my head, what would they charge for that? Any of you have an idea? I mean, I do it myself normally, but I was just thinking, okay, what would they charge for that? This now threatens knight g4. They charge too much is the simple reply. Oh, really? €15, okay. Yeah, we have such a Turkish barbershop around my place, not far away from where I live, and I was just wondering what that maybe would cost. Okay, let's get the final attack going here. No, the real wet deal, I was thinking. Okay, this one. I'm threatening queen takes h7 with mate to come. Yeah, here rook e8 is going to be mate. Sorry, win the queen. I would like to mate. But probably I just have to win the queen. €12. It is it's one interesting. There should be a mate now somewhere. Threatening queen g8 mate. That's mate. I could have played queen takes, huh? That's a bit more stylish. Yeah, but that's also mate. That line is extremely comfortable for white, actually. A recent data look at a6, which is maybe a bit trickier to meet. Okay, thanks for the game, Carl Jess 7. Okay, so let's now see what is the oldest challenge. Mazu, is he still around? Doesn't have the green bubble, probably not. We can try. I should find a chess playing barber and we can combine a chess lesson with some shaving, okay? I don't know. Oh, sorry. What did I do here? That was kind of terrible. What? Okay, if I take one challenge here, I should go back into the real. Does that look kind of decent? Yeah, it's okay. Poluga. Did I actually lose a game today? I don't think I did. I can do something else though than the Scotch 4 Knights, even though it really serves me quite well. It's slightly off, yeah, I have to check this. Not tonight, but for next time. Crowning Student Sassy Challenge. I didn't see that actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to play this in a little bit of an yeah, it's not really fashionable nowadays. I'm trying to play without castling, with a quick g4. Is he going for long castling? Interesting. Okay, let's get going. I mean, I have an easy idea, b4, a4, b5, which in itself is not the end of the world for black, but wait, I shouldn't pre-move that. If he takes f takes, it's actually interesting, because he has played g5, that makes possible play on the f file a bit more interesting. Okay, that doesn't look bad either. Yeah, it's going to play knight f4, I guess. Okay, so yeah, knight f4. That's could be a bit of a pain. But if I attack a5, this is rather difficult for him. I mean, how does he cover a5? It doesn't. g4. Okay. Threatening mate in 2 now. Yeah, and he resigns. It was a very direct way to play, but after b6, c6, c4, it's difficult to keep that pawn. I don't see how he does it. I don't know. Doesn't look good. Okay, so what is still our Chronic student is challenging me. Slugen. Let's go Chronic student. Come on. Got white again. I have lots of white today, right? Or am I wrong with that? I think a majority of games I've got white somehow. So let's do something else. That's not my area of expertise, really. Okay, here at least I have a plan. Go for checkmate. Yeah. This is the kind of game where with white, yeah, basically every player can score win, because the play, the arsenal of ideas is so simple. You're just going to hack away. And yeah, already I have some doubts about black's position. Maybe it's still okay, but it looks very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. You can play with e6 against the f3 setup. I think it's not bad, but I doubt that this particular way of playing is that great. It is not impossible to do, but it's not great. Okay, do we play knight d5 here, or how do we do that? It's going to be very dangerous for sure. Come on. It's going to be very dangerous. He has to take, there's just no... I went through the roof with the rating. I had one or two good shows. I didn't lose so much, I think, compared to former shows. Yeah, why did I play knight d5? It's a tempo, that's the first thing. And I'm getting very quickly close to the king now. So check. And now is the thing. Bishop d4 threatens mate. Yeah, let's threaten checkmate. Queen h6, yeah? He has to go bishop f6. And then I was thinking h6. And then g6. And 96 is 93 is actually check. Yeah, interesting. Interesting play. Yeah, g6 looks like the only move, really. I'm a little bit surprised that there should be some kind of choice there. Or this one. Yeah, that's true. I take that back. That is a move, of course. Yeah. One problem is Queen A2. That is always going to be a huge counterplay. Ha. King B1. The problem with King B1 is the move B3. That is the problem. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to. This is not the kind of position where you try to find something subtle. You just have to checkmate the guy. I'm giving him a second queen. Let's see what happens. I don't think A1 queen can be bad. I mean, I got some ideas, yeah? Taking on D6, H7 and stuff. Not really certain here. I mean, I'm certain that it probably doesn't work, but it's not exactly simple. If I lose that game, it certainly was good to watch, yeah? One funny line is queens, king d2, queen takes d1. I can actually take with the rook even, yeah, and keep a strong attack. King takes... it's remarkable. I can even take with the king. Interesting. Okay, so takes, he will promote and b4, yeah? Let's not waste the tempo. I don't think that black can survive this stuff. Okay, is he threatening something? Not really. Queen h7 mate. I don't know. I have my doubts that that it was objectively working, but it was dangerous. Yeah, b3 is a real shot, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it should work, but there were so many crazy lines. So difficult, really. Okay, so got 20 minutes left. The Mad King. I played him once. Lucky 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm black. I'm so much used to being white. So let's play a good old Petrov. C4. Not a bad line. Yeah, thanks for the game, Cromnick student. It was definitely exciting. Interesting line here by the Mad King. Oh, I don't mind that, giving me a little bit of a hope. C4. Not sure what perpetual stalemate is saying there. I've looked at this. Yeah, Schelling, I agree. I also didn't see anything. He says that after b3, queen c3, he didn't see a rescue. I didn't see anything either, but if you have such a wacky... If it's so crazy, you don't really want to say, I don't see anything. Like you have seen anything beforehand. It was just like falling into place. And yeah, maybe it was working really. Okay, so here I'm pretty comfortable here out of this Petrov. White has weakened his pawn structure a little bit, and I don't really see any real compensation for the pawn structure problem. Again, I thought it was raining outside. That is really not happening. Okay, what is the Mad King doing here? I'm expecting c5, but I take d takes c5, and I don't really know what the next move is. One real upside of the Petrov is that you have structures, extremely nice pawn structures, no weaknesses, absolutely no weaknesses, and it's oftentimes very just very structurally sound. You never really have a, not never is wrong, but oftentimes you have a super sound structure that is really not falling apart. Okie dokie. I cannot move it, all those pieces, all that much. Just trying to slowly improve a little bit, gain a bit of space. Queen e4 now would be a queen trade. Almost so. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, white, that's an interesting moment. White does not want to take on f6, and I don't want to take on d4. That's an interesting dynamic. Okay, again going back. Maybe I can go here and then queen to f6. Yeah, maybe. Yeah? Queen f6. Okay, he wants to go f4, it seems. Yeah, maybe here. Can I do that? Yeah. Yeah, queen f4 is actually an interesting try. Okay, now he kind of caves in a little bit. Okay, so now I have this, I can get the knight back to c5. Knight e4 now. Yeah, knight e4 will win a pawn, I guess. Yeah, that looks good. Oh. I did not. I did not think about this move at all. That is bad. Very unfortunate. But I think I don't think I'm losing material right away. Because of this one. Frees up for knight f6. Was almost blundering the queen there. It's been a long day. Yeah. There's a discussion that Kramnik may be one of the seconds in the World Championship match. I don't know. That is possible, yeah, that that there is some, thanks for the game, the Mad King, that Kramnik is involved in some way, like lent some ideas or something like that. That is possible. He would never be a second. That makes no sense. Yeah? It's just a ton of work, and it's not like Kramnik will learn anything in this kind of. Oftentimes, the work as a second is seen as also as a learning experience for the guy who's doing it, and well, that's not applying here. Okay, I'm playing the Ruy Lopez exchange here against Vicente. Let's see what he's doing. This is not a bad line. Bishop b6 is a bit of a sideline. Oh, that is rare though. Okay, so am I just taking or not? I mean, I'm helping him to develop, so I'll probably just go back. Yeah, I was reconsidering. Knight d2, we can actually castle queenside. You have black takes on e5. Here there's queen d8 checkmate, yeah, if you mean that. Was a question in the chat. I mean, black's position is not, I mean, it's not great, but it's also not totally lost. It's got some reasonable pieces still. Yeah, the knight on h6. No, yeah, it's probably not great. Yeah, there was a question. Will Caruana rather play the Sicilian or the Petrov? Yeah, this is an interesting question. I mean, it is not a really surprising thing probably for you to learn, but I have studied the Petrov very, very extensively recently, and I'm not saying I have a really super deep knowledge, but I would be surprised to see it, because not because it's bad or anything, but Caruana has played it so frequently before the match. It's so clear that yeah, Team Magnus will have worked so intensely on that. I don't know. It's possible that it won't be featured at all, or in the odd game. It's tough to say. If they absolutely don't find anything, I mean, you know, the amount of preparation there will be quite insane. They might play it, but what I think is that in the Petrov, I'm not sure if it is the best possible opening, in particular against Carlsen, because I think there are a couple of lines where White has this relatively risk-free little press, where you can try a little bit, and I feel that there are a couple of lines that should suit Carlsen quite well, and they are tough to avoid with black. They are probably objectively equal, but I don't know if you want to have this kind of job the whole time, defending a slightly worse position against Carlsen. But sometimes these kind of approaches that don't look yeah, that at first don't look that great work well. I mean, remember Kramnik playing the Berlin Wall in London 2000, which was pretty sensational, and he didn't lose a single game, and he was employing basically a rope-a-dope strategy. Yeah? If you know boxing, yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? He was basically leaning back and taking punches and never fell. And if Caruana with black, if they get e4 all the time and Caruana has black and does not lose a single black game, he will win the match, which is what happens. I mean, he will win a game with white, maybe more than one game. And why didn't I take g5? It was just hanging. Yeah, so if he can hold with black, he will probably win the match. So it's a key thing. If he can make the Petrov totally bulletproof, then yeah, then he will probably win this. But I wouldn't be totally surprised if Magnus plays something else entirely. I always thought that he should be fantastic in slowish stuff like knight f3, g3, or things like that. Yeah, that DVD, that Kramnik DVD was really great. Yeah, when he was explaining his rationale behind going for the Berlin Wall, that was really cool. So I actually forgot this move that he can do that. Maybe moves. No, he doesn't move it away. Yeah, I was thinking I should win this, but yeah, I should do this. It's just too bad. B4. Yeah, this is definitely possible that there will be C4. This whole area of opening, C4, knight F3, E3, B3, C4, this is clearly gaining momentum, and it's possible that we will see something like that. I mean, in some opening branches, there's just nothing left. For example, if you take the Petrov, there are whole branches in this opening that are just a draw. I mean, not even equal, just a draw, and difficult. Yeah, okay, thanks for the game, Vicente. Oh. So, what's the time? Oh, it's really late. So I'm going to play a 1 3-minute game against Epinikion, and we did talk about that. So let's play the opening of the future, knight F3, E3. Okay. There's the Henker says he hoped that Corona will go for Grünfelds. Yeah, that would mean Magnus plays 1 D4. That I don't quite believe. I can see him playing maybe C4 stuff. Not very likely, but that I kind of could believe. I don't think D4 main lines. I don't quite think that. I don't think I played this well either. Now that I think of it, it does not really feel all that brilliant. My idea here. Okay, I don't quite believe in this, but it's interesting. Knight takes bishop a3. Why not? Yeah, I think I have to admit that I would be extremely curious to learn how they discuss those kind of things. Yeah, what kind of openings to go for, ideas, whatever. That would be really cool to learn. So I think I've got a bit of pressure here, maybe not enough, but it's 3-minute chess and I wanted to get some early pressure. I don't think black can castle. That is the problem. It's not so easy here. He cannot take b5. And yeah, here I was thinking I just take and keep this momentum. Knight c3. Oops, sorry. Knight c3 probably. Still cannot castle. Okay, rook d1. It looks like it's almost too late now to get out of this stuff. Don't see moves for black. Knight d5 will be probably winning. Yeah, and the Pinikion resigns. I was just like dashing out stuff, and I think it was too dangerous. I don't know. Okay, guys, it's like 1 minute to 10. I would play a bullet game. Come on, give me one bullet game. One bullet game. The first bullet challenge I will take, and then we close the show. Anybody with a bullet challenge? My bullet rating is like changed once every. Der Henker was the first one. Let's see. Don't play much bullet nowadays. In fact, I don't play any bullet. Only here now. Knight c7. Oops. Oops. Yeah, can take here. Yeah, okay. I've got more time and an exchange. It can be better, but it is quite nice to have this. Oh. Didn't expect that, that he would run right into the discovery. Yeah, and Der Henker resigns. Yeah, my bullet is a little bit rusty, but yeah, sometimes it works. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I have to say one thing. I won't be online next week on Friday. We will probably have the show on Wednesday, but it's not totally settled. Probably that will be the day we shoot for. It's a little bit unclear, but we'll check. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back next week, not on Friday though. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.